If you're in the middle of signing up for an Amazon seller account and you just hit the part that's asking for a letter of authorization, stop, you're in the right place. Most brands have no idea what this document is or what to put in it. I'm going to explain it quickly and then show you a free tool that generates a complete, correctly formatted letter for you in about 1 minute. And it's in exactly the same format Amazon wants to see and the same format I've used dozens and dozens of times to help brands get their seller accounts approved on Amazon. In this video, I'll explain what a letter of authorization is and why Amazon is asking for it, show you this free custom GPT I built that generates one for you instantly using the exact format and information I've used to get dozens of client seller accounts approved, and walk you through exactly what to do with it so it doesn't get rejected. If you already tried applying for a seller account, but you were rejected because of your letter of authorization, I'll show you how to have this tool check it for you so that you can get approved on the next try. Both tools I'm sharing today are completely free, and if you'd rather skip ChatGPT altogether, I also have a Word doc template in the description where you can just open it and swap in your own information. I'll link to that too. So what is a letter of authorization? This is the part that confuses most brands. Amazon is asking for you, the owner of the business, to write a letter giving your own company permission to open a seller account. That feels strange. A lot of brands assume that, what, is Amazon thinking that we're a reseller, or they're not sure what to actually say in the letter. Here's what's actually happening. Amazon requires this to confirm that the person setting up the account is authorized to act on behalf of the business. It's a business verification step. That's it. The letter itself doesn't need to be long or complicated, but it does need to be right. A few things Amazon checks. The business name and address on the letter have to match exactly what you entered in the seller application. The person named in the letter as the point of contact has to match the point of contact in the application. The letter has to be dated within 180 days, and it has to be signed. If any of those details are off, Amazon will reject it. It also has to say that they're getting permission to open a seller account and a few other details. Most brands run into problems, not because the letter was badly written, but because something just didn't match. Now, you could take the template, fill in all the fields yourself, and get this done manually. My template will make sure that it has all the information that Amazon wants and it'll get approved, but I just made it a lot faster. I built a custom GPT specifically for this. For those who don't know, a custom GPT is basically something that people can pre-program in ChatGPT with exactly the right knowledge needed for a particular situation. You click the link, tell it whether you want it to create a letter of authorization for you or check your existing letter. It can do both. It asks you for the information you need. You paste each of those items in. I already have that ready, so I can just paste it in here, and it generates a finished letter of authorization as a downloadable PDF. The reason you would want to use this custom GPT instead of just using ChatGPT on its own is because if you do it this way, it knows all the specifics of this situation. There's a lot of different uses for the term letter of authorization for businesses in general. It might pull information that applies to a different type of letter of authorization, like a reseller authorization or a distribution agreement, which of course is a completely different type of document. It also doesn't necessarily know all of these specifics about Amazon and what their internal teams like to see. My custom GPT knows you're a seller registering for your own seller account. It knows exactly what Amazon is looking for in this situation, and it checks for common rejection issues as it builds your letter. To get access, just click the link in the description. You'll enter your email address and the link to the GPT will be sent to you. That also adds you to my email list, which is awesome because I will email you after a couple of days to make sure the letter actually worked, and I will help you if it didn't. If you don't want to hear from me, you can always unsubscribe, although you shouldn't because it might turn out to be really helpful. Now, as you're giving it your information for it to use in the letter, you do need to make sure to give it accurate information. The one input that trips people up the most is the company registration number. This is not your EIN. It's the registration number your state assigned to you when you formed the business entity. The GPT will actually walk you through that, and I also have a full video explaining exactly how to find it. I'll link to that in the description too. And if you're not sure what any of the other fields are asking for, you can just type your question directly into the GPT and it will explain it. So let's say you ask, what is the admin seller account email used for the seller account application? It will explain to you and help you find it. You can do that for any field you're not clear on. It's like having someone sitting next to you walking you through the whole thing. If you have a company logo, you can upload it and the GPT will put that at the top of the letter as your letterhead. If you don't have one, no problem. It will create a clean text letterhead using your company name. Once the GBT generates your letter, you'll be able to download it. Here's what it looks like. However, there's one thing you cannot skip. You have to sign it. Amazon will reject an unsigned letter. So before you upload anything, make sure that there's an actual signature on the document. There's a few ways to do that depending on what you're working with. Usually you'll want to e-sign it. If you're on a Mac, you just open the PDF in Preview, click the signature icon, create your signature, and place it on the document. If you're on Windows and you have Adobe Acrobat Reader, you would just open the PDF, go to Fill and Sign, and draw your signature there. Or you can print it out and sign it with a pen, and then scan it back in. Now, instead of scanning it, you could take a photo, but if you do that, make sure the image is really clear and all four corners of the document are visible. Amazon needs to be able to read every single detail on the page. Once you've signed it, reopen the file and just look at it to confirm that the signature is actually there before you upload it. If you already have a letter of authorization that you wrote yourself or got from somewhere else, you don't have to start over. You can upload it directly into the GBT and it will review it for you. It will flag anything that looks like it could cause a rejection, missing information, details that don't match, formatting issues, anything like that, and it will explain the issue to you or give you certain things that you should double check are correct. That can save you a lot of back and forth with Amazon. And again, if you'd rather just fill out the letter manually, I have a Word doc template in the description that you can make a copy of and fill in yourself. I also have a separate video walking you through how to fill out that template. That link is in the description as well. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the link to get the custom GBT and use it to create your letter of authorization in the next few minutes. But there's one more thing. Getting your letter of authorization sorted is just the first step. Once your seller account is approved, there's a lot more that needs to happen before you're actually set up to sell successfully on Amazon. And the order you do things matters. In the next video, I walk you through exactly what you should be doing in your first 3 months on Amazon. The approval steps, the setup tasks, and what to prioritize so you're not wasting time or falling behind. Click right here to watch that video next.